Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hitman. This is another episode of Star Citizen Walk Around. Today we're going to look at the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly is a hover bike. I think it's just one of two or three that's in the game. I actually have it out in the world instead of in the garage like my other videos, only because there's not much to the walk around and walk in, because there is no in of this. So I was going to show you how it handles and you know, some of the stuff you could do with it as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now this is, like I said, one of the two or three hover bikes, so it does, you know, stay on the ground, but it also gets off the ground as well. Let's take a look at it. You got the lights, little grill, guns in the front. It's almost like a motorcycle. Go to the back here, you got the handles that looks like it would fold out a little bit once you get on. You've got the screens. We'll look at that in just a moment. It can have two different people on it. One person facing forward, obviously driving, the other one facing back to shoot the people that are coming after you. It kind of looks like saddlebags. I'm not sure what those are. Right there. You got a little thruster in the back to help, you know, push you forward. And I mean, it's pretty much a motorcycle with, instead of wheels, it's just hovers. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now you do, again, you can mount the pilot seat and you can mount the passenger seat. Now sometimes you can and sometimes you can't from one side, but if we run over to this other side here, can't get in the driver's seat, but you can get in the passenger seat. So it just depends on what side you're in, depending on what seat you want to get in. Obviously I'm by myself, I'm getting in the pilot seat. Now obviously you got the exit over here. Let's look down. You got two buttons. You've got the engine on, engine off. This button, flight ready, power on. Not too much to this. I mean, it's just pretty much basic. Oh, and I take that back. That was not the handles down there. These are the handles. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit flight ready. Take a look at what we can see.
Your systems are online.
Alright, you do have a dash here. It shows you, I guess, the speed of what you got, or what you're going. And let's look down some. This is going to be, I guess, if you have people around you. Your screen down here can show you your shields or power consumption. And as you can tell, it's on and hovering. That's why I'm now spinning. You control it just like the regular ships do. You got your mouse that you can move if you're using keyboard and mouse. W, A, S, and D. A and D is strafing. Now because this is a little high or really low, it's just impact warning. But you take off. Now this is something that they actually worked on in the previous patches, is to try and make it to where it handles a lot better and doesn't like slam into things hardcore. Go ahead and get the full effect. This thing's going nuts on me here. Okay, I cannot steer in that deal. So I'm gonna go back to first person. Here we go. Now again, this hovers. Obviously it's a little loud and my latency's going a little nuts on me there. But as you can tell, it is kind of hovering over the rocks. The big rocks obviously is going to have some issues. Now, this is a racer. It's considered a racer. And I mean, with obviously, because it's very quick, I'm not really going full speed on this thing. I'm just hitting it and just letting it go. I'm sure there's a lot faster to it. I mean, I could probably just lay into it. And you see how it kind of goes off? Now, if you hit spacebar, watch this. You can jump, So that like if you come up to a rock that you think you're gonna hit, just hit the space bar and you kind of jump over it. Now, the thing about this is also the other ones. If I'm not correct, it's hitting shift. And now you can, oh, let's see. Shift is like almost nitrous pretty much. See how I got it for like 5,000? $6,000, 6,500. I mean, it's very quick, very agile. I mean, as you can tell, I've spun out multiple times, but it has kind of landed correctly. Again, hit spacebar, you can jump over rocks if you know you're going to hit it. It's a pretty good little race thing. I mean, I could see a lot of stuff that you could do in the game with this. I just got up to 7,000. Now, don't remember what key it is, but there is a key that actually makes it where this thing flies up away from the planet. Not 100% sure what key that is. And, I mean, I don't agree with having a hover bike that can fly off, you know, into space and whatever else. But, I mean, hey, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you know you can do instead of just being in your ship. Now, let's see if any of these HUDs work. It doesn't look like any of the HUDs are working right now. But again, I mean, it's very quick. There you go. I just lifted up into space. And it's kind of going non-stop. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But my thrust is actually in the negative. I'm going straight up into space. I think I just lost it. Alright, going forward, getting out of the negative. Now, in a ship, you hit space to go up, control to go down. So let's see if I'm holding control, if it's going to go down or not. Let me look. Looks like I am going down back to the planet. I'm going to slam in the ground. Whoa, and I did not slam in the ground. So the hovers actually kicked in and kept me from doing that. So that's actually a really good thing. But right when you think you're about to impact something, even when the ship does, because it's constantly saying impact warning, you don't actually hit anything. So that's a great thing. And I do apologize about talking so loud. I'm actually trying to get up and over this so that you can hear me over the game, because I know it's very loud. And then, of course, to get off, you just hit H, which is the normal getting out of the seats. And then you can just go off and do whatever you want to do. And it sits there. Now, this one specifically, I actually got as a kit with another ship. So I'm not too sure if you can get it by itself or it's only with another ship. But it's actually very fun to drive. Again, it's a racer, so you get together with some friends with these things and take off and actually have a race across the planet. Now, the reason why this one took a little bit for me to try and do was, number one, I was trying to get out here where it was light so that you can actually take a look at this thing. And number two, I've actually come out here and hit stairs and fell down and died instantly. So I was actually trying to get it to where I can actually, not do too much. Looks like this thing actually took some damage on one of the rocks that I hit. I mean, that's a great thing that they put in here, that you know, your stuff takes damage. Well, anyways, that is the walk around and actually flight test this time of the Dragonfly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this actually sways you whether you want to get a Dragonfly or if you want to get a Rover. They're both fun in their own rights. So I hope you guys kind of just consider this, and I hope to see you guys in Star Citizen. Until the next video, you guys have a great day. Bye.